Listening to her on mastering the whole Go Show, she announced the whole Go Show. Make sure you wear a mask the whole time.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the third and final call for sheep showmanship 17 years old and older. Again, this is the third and final call for sheep showmanship 17 years old and older.
This one, I'm gonna guess. This one she probably doesn't know. So just
Miss Miller, Doug Bayless. Nice to meet you. Oh, thank you.
Thank you for your patience. So we, deal with coronavirus. Sure. Maybe the last one.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the first call for sheep showmanship 15 to 16 years old. Again, this is the first call for sheep showmanship 15 to 16 years old. Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the second call for sheep showmanship 15 to 16 years old. Again, this is the second call for sheep showmanship 15 to 16 years old.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to your Fulton County Sheep Show.
I want to thank you, first of all, for allowing me to come and work with your young people and your livestock and judging your show today. The participant we have in our senior showmanship is doing an excellent job. One of the things that I'm going to be asking all the participants in showmanship are questions. So my question to the senior showman, if you had any advice to share with a beginning showman, what advice would you share? So this senior showman, she shared with me to always have your sheep ready, smile, and be happy. I think that's good advice for us beginning showman to come out, have your sheep ready, be prepared, smile, and enjoy yourself. So we did share with the young ladies, one of the things that I shared with her, how she could improve was to relax. Her animal was dancing around a lot out here. And that comes through from the showman. So if she would relax, she's relaxed now, the lamb's standing still. So we just have one participant. Let's give her a big round of applause. She'll be your winner today in the senior showmanship. Thank you.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the third and final call for sheep showmanship 15 to 16 years old. Again, this is the third and final call for sheep showmanship 15 to 16 years old. Congratulations to the winner of our 17 years old and older showmanship class, Amy Jo Hitt. Congratulations. Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the first call for 14-year-old sheep showmanship. Again, this is the first call for 14-year-old sheep showmanship. Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the second call for 14-year-old sheep showmanship. Again, this is the second call for 14-year-old sheep showmanship. Thank you for attending the Fulton County Junior Fair. We are happy that you can celebrate the Junior Fair exhibitors who have worked hard to achieve completion to their 4-H and FFA projects. All persons on the Fulton County Fairgrounds are required to have a wristband. All persons are required to wear a cloth face covering that covers the chin and nose while in the fairgrounds, specifically if in barn, bathroom, office, or arena. Hand sanitizer should be applied regularly or hands should be washed frequently. Hand sanitizing stations are located throughout the fairgrounds. All show arenas are sanitized daily. We ask you to observe proper social distancing of 6 feet or more between different groups. Groups cannot be more than 10 people. Please refrain from shaking hands, giving hugs, or other forms of physical contact. Consider giving a nod or friendly wave to people you know, judges, fellow Junior Fair exhibitors, and other non-family members. Seating inside the Spangler and Sale arenas is at 50% capacity. Every other bench will be marked, signed, or taped off for no seating. With limited seating, please allow priority seating for attendees with the Junior Fair youth currently exhibiting in the ring. Additionally, please leave your seat as soon as possible after exhibitor is done showing. We want you to have a positive, healthy experience at the Fulton County Junior Fair. Thank you.
folks, I really love it when it's competitive. And we had 3 out here that were really competitive for Showman. Taking nothing away from our other 2 competitors, they did an excellent job. But these 3 could show any place that's here at the top. And as I shared, I talked to each and every one of these young people, and I will all night long. But as I shared with them, it came down to feet and leg placement, having that animal straight and in line, having where they need to be every time that I look at them. So we start the class out with this young lady and move on down the line. That's how I see them today. Let's give them all a great big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the 3rd and final call for 14-year-old sheep showmanship. Again, this is the 3rd and final call for 14-year-old sheep showmanship. Congratulations to our winners from the sheep showmanship ages 15 to 16 class. In 5th place, Emma Vakulik. In 4th place, Nathan Hall. In 3rd place, Caden Jacoby. In 2nd place, Lauren Hall. And in 1st place, Allison Herr. Congratulations. Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the first call for 13-year-old sheep showmanship. Again, this is the first call for 13-year-old sheep showmanship.
side view now.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the second call for 13-year-old sheep showmanship. Again, this is the second call for 13-year-old sheep showmanship.
So that's what puts you in the third. Yeah, so right there. Just a little bit right Say that.
Another really strong class of these exhibitors. We're going to start with the young lady right out here in front of me. I just really appreciate her consistency, smoothness, her demeanor as far as how calm she is. It translates right through to her
Animal, as those feet and legs set squarely underneath this animal at all times, has that head up, shows that animal off to my liking. Young man in second does an excellent job. When we had the young man out here on the side view, that was as pretty a picture as you could have. As I shared with him, I don't know if it's his slight nerves that come through. We have just occasionally we'll have those feet and legs off just a little bit, and that lamb keeps moving, but he does such a strong job. He deserves to be up here at the top of this class. We move on down the class. The next young lady, another really strong participant. Again, feet and legs. We've got to keep those feet and legs set at all times to move you up to the top of the class. It's just every time you stop, it's like the judge is getting ready to take your picture. That's what we're looking for throughout. So I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out and participating. Hope that my comments are to help you in your future showmanship endeavors, and I wish you all the best. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the third and final call for sheep showmanship 13 years old. Again, this is the third and final call for sheep showmanship 13 years old. Congratulations to the winners of Sheep Showmanship age 14. In 5th place, Janae Kingsman. In 4th place, Cassidy Zintek. In 3rd place, Morgan Shazda. In 2nd place, Carter Zacharich. And in 1st place, Hannah Kovar. Congratulations. Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the first call for sheep showmanship 12 years old. Again, this is the first call for sheep showmanship 12 years old. Judging our show today is Doug Bayless. Doug comes to us from Rush, Sylvania, Ohio, where he and his family have raised sheep for 5 generations. Doug's children have raised and shown sheep, hogs, cattle, and chickens. Doug and his wife, Terry, currently raise purebred Hampshire and Suffolk sheep. Doug is a breeding sheep judge, market lamb judge, wool judge, and a certified meat goat judge. He has judged many livestock shows such as the North American International Livestock Expo, Los Angeles County Fair, Southern Arizona International Livestock Association, Ohio State Fair, Indiana State Fair, Arizona State Fair, and numerous county fairs in Ohio, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania. He is a past 4-H advisor and is a member of many national livestock organizations. Please join me in welcoming Doug to our show. Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the second call for 12-year-old sheep showmanship. Again, this is the second call for 12-year-old sheep showmanship.
Each age group is different. In this particular age group, this young lady easily moves to the top for me. She really is knows what she's doing, and she gets out here and gets it done. We shared with each and every one of these young people things that they could do different to improve their showmanship skills. So as they get back to the barn after their class, ask them, well, what did the judge say? So that kind of reinforces that in their minds what they need to continue to work on to become better showmen. Would you agree that we had a conversation about what you could do to improve your showing? So that's what we want to continue to think about as we're practicing at home and giving us the best opportunity to succeed in the show ring. So again, this is the way I see how they lined up for me today. Feet and leg placement is a huge thing in showmanship, having them show ready, being able to lead that animal, have that animal to cooperate for you and lead it around and be able to control it and have it show ready. Let's give all these participants a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the third and final call for 12-year-old sheep showmanship. Again, this is the third and final call for 12-year-old sheep showmanship. Congratulations to the age 13 sheep showmanship winners. In 5th place, Savannah Smith. In 4th place, Brookston Tobin. In 3rd place, Landon Graffis. In 2nd place, Olivia Miller. And in 1st place, Kaylee Sager. Congratulations. Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the first call for 11-year-old sheep showmanship. Again, this is the first call for 11-year-old sheep showmanship. Thank you to the Lowell and Barbara Marilat family for sponsoring the 17-year-old and over Sheep Showmanship Trophy. Thank you to the Nutrient Ag Solutions for sponsoring the 15 and 16-year-old Sheep Showmanship Trophy. Thank you to the Butch Double family for sponsoring the 14-year-old Sheep Showmanship Trophy. And thank you to the Pettisville FFA Alumni Association for sponsoring the 13-year-old Sheep Showmanship Trophy. Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the second call for 11-year-old sheep showmanship. Again, this is the second call for 11-year-old sheep showmanship.
We have 4 young people in this class, very competitive. They're learning, they're wanting to learn. They're doing such a good job, working very, very hard. As I shared with each and every one of them, that feet and leg placement is so critical. Having that animal set as if the judge was going to take a picture of it. So that's what we're trying to do. Every time we stop and set that animal up, whether it's the judge is evaluating the rear view or the side view, do I have, on this take the rear view for example. If the rear view, do I have both back legs set perfectly square? So when that judge first look at that animal, that those feet and legs are square underneath that animal. If I come around to the front view, am I out of the way, number one, so the judge can see the sheep? You don't want your leg in front of that animal. The judge needs to see the sheep. Do I have those front legs set appropriately straight and square underneath the front of that animal? And then on the side view, set the show feet first, which the ones closest to the judge are your show feet. Set those first, set the ones in the back second. Do them both as fast as you can, as smooth as you can, and as relaxed as you can. One of the things that we need to impress upon you as a beginner is to practice, practice, practice. You can't practice too much. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. I think all four of you have done an excellent job. Let's give them a great big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the third and final call for 11-year-old sheep showmanship. Again, this is the third and final call for 11-year-old sheep showmanship. Congratulations to the winners of our 12-year-old sheep showmanship class. In fourth place, Macy Valentine. In third place, Addison Zintek. In second place, Andrew Bettinger. And in first place, McGuire Wilson. Congratulations. Also, thank you to Pettysville FFA for sponsoring the 12-year-old showmanship trophy. Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the first call for 10-year-old showmanship. Again, this is the first call for 10-year-old showmanship. Our 2020 4-H Lamb Ambassador is Emma Vakulik. She is the daughter of Karen and Jeremy Vakulik of Lyons, Ohio. Emma is a junior at 4 County Career Center where she studies medial office with hopes to one day become a dentist. She is a varsity cheerleader, majorette, and softball player at Evergreen High School. Emma is an active member of the Lions Lucky Leaders 4-H Club, Junior Fair Board, Teen Leaders, and 4-H Camp Counselors. Her biggest achievement has been representing Fulton County 4-H in Washington, D.C. last summer. Emma strives to do her best and make the best better. She hopes you all have a good, safe fair week and wishes luck to all participants. Please give her a round of applause. Thank you for attending the Fulton County Junior Fair. We are happy that you can celebrate the Junior Fair exhibitors who have worked hard to achieve completion to their 4-H and FFA projects. All persons on the Fulton County Fairgrounds are required to have a wristband. All persons are required to wear a cloth face covering that covers the chin and nose while on the fairgrounds, specifically if in a barn, bathroom, office, or arena. Hand sanitizer should be applied regularly or hands should be washed frequently. Hand sanitizing stations are located throughout the fairgrounds. All show arenas are sanitized daily. We ask you to observe proper social distancing of 6 feet or more between different groups. Groups cannot be more than 10 people. Please refrain from shaking hands, giving hugs, or other forms of physical contact. Consider giving a nod or friendly wave to people you know, judges, fellow Junior Fair exhibitors, and other non-family members. Seating inside the Spangler and Sale arenas is at 50% capacity. Every other bench will be marked, signed, or taped off for no seating. With limited seating, please allow priority seating for attendees with a Junior Fair youth currently exhibiting in the ring. Additionally, please leave your seat as soon as possible after your exhibitor is done showing. We want you to have a positive, healthy experience at the Fulton County Junior Fair. Thank you. Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the second call for 10-year-old sheep showmanship. Again, this is the second call for 10-year-old sheep showmanship.
You got a young lady on this end that wins the class handily for me. From start to finish, she came out here, had her animal set, always kept her animal under control, led her animal around really well. Every time I turned to look at the animal, she kept those feet and legs square underneath it. Did a really fine job. Knew questions about her animal. She does blanket her animal because it is a wool breed, so she wants to keep that fleece clean. She's done an excellent job in presenting a wool sheep today. As we work down through the line, again, I've spoke with each and every one of these young people. They've done an excellent job. I can't commend them enough for their efforts out here today. Keeping those feet and legs set straight underneath and control of your animal. Those are all challenges for these younger participants. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the third and final call for 10-year-old sheep showmanship. Again, this is the third and final call for 10-year-old sheep showmanship. Congratulations to the 11-year-old sheep showmanship winners. In 5th place, Kirsten Gleckler. In 4th place, Kelsey Storrs. In 3rd place, Brooklyn Miller. In 2nd place, Kennedy Peebles. And in 1st place, Alyssa Marvin. Congratulations. Thank you to the Pike Country Kids 4-H Club for sponsoring the 11-year-old sheep showmanship trophy. Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the first call for 9-year-old and under sheep showmanship. Again, this is the first call for 9-year-old and under sheep showmanship.
Parade around, walk around, see how well they walk for you. Set them up on the side. Go ahead.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the second call for 9-year-old and under showmanship. Again, this is the second call for 9 years old and under showmanship.
Yeah, four really nice Showman out here doing an excellent job in learning their skills. As we work through the class, again, I can't overemphasize your impressions or abilities to work on keeping the feet and legs set for your animal. Keep that head up and working with that animal just so that he's used to a show environment. One of the things that I share with these young people, especially you beginners, is have your friends come over and be able to get your animal to stand really still. So it's just standing like a statue is what we'd like. It's kind of like freeze tag. You want your animal to freeze in that position. But this young lady did an excellent job throughout from start to end. I think she deserves to be first in the class today. The other participants just got better as we worked through the class. I encouraged each and every one of them to continue doing the things that they're doing. Shared with them things that I think that they could work on at home to improve their skills. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the third and final call for 9-year-old and under sheep showmanship. Again, this is the third and final call for 9 years old and under sheep showmanship. Congratulations to the 10-year-old sheep showmanship winners. In fourth place, Maxwell Valentine. In third place, Kaylin Kingsman. In second place, Scarlett Brim. And in first place, Laney Zintek. Congratulations.
I'm so glad you guys got to come out and show. Letting me judge your show.
Thank you, Susie Holland, for the 10-year-old sheep showmanship trophy in memory of Mike Holland.
Great job. That's awesome. Are you ready, young lady? Raise him. He's really grown well. That's a big one. How are you doing? Did you get those new for the fair? That's cool. That's neat. How you doing? You're having fun, aren't you? Yeah. Your first fair, huh?
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the first call for Class 1 meat type ewe lamb born after September 1st, 2019. Again, this is the first call for Class 1 meat type ewe lamb born after September 1st, 2019.
Places.
Okay, guys. Okay, so we're out here on showmanship class. The judge is back behind you, so we want to make sure the back legs are set so the judge sees the back legs, okay? We want to make sure those back legs are square. You guys did a really good job when I went around to the front. You showed off the fronts. That's good, didn't it? Man, this is awesome. Man, there's so many of you out here. That's great. That's great. So the next thing we're going to do, part of showmanship, is having our animals so that we can lead our animals. We've got to work on those feet and legs. We've got to watch the judge. But we have to be able to lead our animal. So the next thing we're going to do is lead our animal around, and we're going to set them up on the side here. We've got this great big show ring. So you guys did really good having space between you and the person beside you. You do not want to get real close. Keep that distance. Same way when we go head to tail, keep that distance. Okay? So we're going to start our parade. You lead off, and we're going to walk around. Okay?
Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the second call for Class 1 meat type ewe lamb born after September 1st, 2019. Again, this is the second call for Class 1 meat type ewe lamb born after September 1st, 2019.
Again, it's such a pleasure to work with these young people, and especially getting them started off on the right foot. I always want it to be a positive experience for these young people out here working with their livestock projects. And I hope that each and every one of these young people have had a good time, have had fun. I hope they've learned something. And I hope they continue to work with their livestock projects in the future. As we talk to each and every one of them, we can't overemphasize trying to have your animal lead for you, be able to control your animal, and then be able to keep those feet and legs set squarely underneath that animal at all times. The beginners, one of the things that I've noticed on several of you is your desire to pet your animal or keep your hands on the top of your animal. Try to practice not to pet your animal or keep your hands on top of the back of the animal. Hold that head up. Once you get that animal's feet set, just hold that head up and just watch the judge and keep looking at those feet and legs. Make sure that your animal is straight and in position. So those are the basics that we're looking for you first year members that's out here working so hard and trying to become very good showmen, which you've got the good start today. So let's give all these first year guys a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the third and final call for Class 1 meat type ewe lamb born after September 1st, 2019. Again, this is the third and final call for Class 1 meat type ewe lamb born after September 1st, 2019. Congratulations to the winners of the 9 years old and under showmanship class. In 5th place, Dylan Marvin. In 4th place, Abigail Gleckler. In 3rd place, Sadie Hausch. In 2nd place, Brittany Schwartz. And in 1st place, Eva Zukora. Congratulations. Thank you to the Lowell and Barbara Merlett family for sponsoring the 9 years old and under Sheep Showmanship Trophy. Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the first call for Class 2 meat type yearling ewe born between September 1st, 2018 and August 31st, 2019. Again, this is the first call for Class 2 meat type yearling ewe born between September 1st, 2018 and August 31st, 2019.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the second call for Class 2, Meat Type Yearling Ewe, born between September 1st, 2018 and August 31st, 2019. Again, this is the second call for Class 2, Meat Type Yearling Ewe, born between September 1st, 2018 and August 31st, 2019.
What a really nice set of ewe lambs that you brought out for your market lambs ewe lamb show. I guess it's a breeding sheep ewe lamb show to make market lambs. But we're going to start this class with a blue lamb that I think is the most complete lamb in the class. Really appreciate her overall style balance, really straight down her top line, really smooth in that shoulder, ties tremendously smooth into that rack, really powerful loin, really square and level in that hip, tremendous through that leg. The ewe lamb is second that I really admire for its length of body, tremendous shape of muscling down its top as well into that leg. Just not as well balanced as our class winner for me, but I'd take both of them home and use them, okay? As we work on down the line, we've got a lot of variation and differences between these animals. As I evaluate these animals, I'm looking for that strength and thickness down that top, that levelness and squareness through that hip, that mass of muscle in that rear leg, as well as the overall balance of the animal. So as we work down the class, that's what I see. We would get down in the middle of the class, we've got some animals that are a little bit shorter made, shorter in their hip structure for me. They're tremendous thickness and muscling in them. But for a breeding ewe project, I want to see a longer, leveler, wider hip in these animals for them to go on and be productive for me. But with that said, tremendous class of ewe lambs. You exhibitors should all be very proud of the projects that you've brought out and participated with at your county fair this year. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the third and final call for Class 2 meat type yearling ewe born between September 1st, 2018 and August 31st, 2019. Again, this is the third and final call for Class 2 meat type yearling ewe born between September 1st, 2018 and August 31st, 2019. Congratulations to the winners of Class 1 meat type ewe lamb. In 5th place, Hannah Kovar. In 4th place, Caden Jacoby. In 3rd place, Kaylee Sager. In 2nd place, Brett Coopshaw. And in 1st place, Carter Zachrich. Congratulations. Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the first call for Class 3 meat type aged ewe born prior to September 1st, 2018. Again, this is the first call for Class 3 meat type aged ewe born prior to September 1st, 2018.
In our yearling ewe class, we've got a nice pair of yearling ewes out here. They're not exactly alike, so we're going to try to explain the differences as I see them. We got a thicker, more level made individual in the front. That's the one we're going to start the class with. Really tremendous balance throughout, very smooth from her shoulder back into her rib cage, tremendous thickness over her rack muscle into her loin, really wide in those hip bones, good set of pin bones in her, and a tremendous leg down through the center portion of that hind leg. the yearling ewe in second. Very nice ewe, not quite as smooth a transition from her shoulder into her rack for me, and not near as good out of that rump from that pin down into that lower leg, but a really nice yearling ewe in second as well. Let's give these participants both a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the second call for Class 3 meat type aged ewe born prior to September 1st, 2018. Again, this is the second call for Class 3 meat type aged ewe born prior to September 1st, 2018.
Babies this spring. Did she have single or twins? Twins. Did you show them this year? Good. Good deal. She's a nice ewe. She's in her working clothes.
Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the first call for Class 4 meat type junior sheep flock, 2 ewes of different ages. Again, this is the first call for Class 4 meat type junior sheep flock, 2 ewes of different ages. Congratulations to the winners of Class 2 meat type yearling ewe. In second place, Allie Herr, and in first place, Hannah Kovar. Congratulations.
In this female class, we got two more real nice, productive females. Both these ewes are out here in their working clothes, but we're going to start with the ewe. To me, is the most well-balanced, smoothest made, just in a little bit better condition than our second place ewe today. But both of these ewes are really nice ewes. I really like the hip structure of both of them. In a productive female, we need to always maintain that long level hip. Try to keep that width of hip and width of pins so that they can help deliver these babies easier. Just a real nice pair. Let's give these exhibitors a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the second call for Class 4 meat type junior sheep flock, 2 ewes of different ages. Again, this is the second call for Class 4 meat type junior sheep flock, 2 ewes of different ages. Congratulations to the winners of Class 3 meat type aged ewe. In second place, Brooklyn Miller, and in first place, Hannah Kovar. Congratulations. Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the third and final call for Class 4 meat type junior sheep flock, 2 ewes of different ages. Again, this is the third and final call for Class 4 meat type junior sheep flock, 2 ewes of different ages.
Is this her baby? It is. When was she born? March. Very good. Awesome. Awesome. This isn't her baby. I'll take five. Sure. Awesome. Good deal. So this is my class. You'll be first. You'll be second. Okay? Good job. Our flock class, we have a pair of females out here for flocks. The pair to my right will be first place. The pair right here in front of me will be second place. just really admire the smoothness throughout on her first place. Second place, not as heavily conditioned, but very productive. And this is a mother-daughter pair, so we know what we're going to get out of this ewe. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the first call for Class 5 wool type ewe lamb born after September 1st, 2019. Again, this is the first call for Class 5 wool type ewe lamb born after September 1st, 2019. Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the second call for Class 5 wool type ewe lamb born after September 1st, 2019. Again, this is the second call for Class 5 wool type ewe lamb born after September 1st, 2019.
Wonderful.
Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the third and final call for Class 5 wool type ewe lamb born after September 1st, 2019. Again, this is the third and final call for Class 5 wool type ewe lamb born after September 1st, 2019. Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the first call for Class 6 wool type yearling ewe born between September 1st, 2018 and August 31st, 2019. Again, this is the first call for Class 6 wool type yearling ewe born between September 1st, 2018 and August 31st, 2019. Congratulations to the winners of Class 4 Meat Type Junior Sheep Flock. In second place, Brooklyn Miller, and in first place, Hannah Kovar. Congratulations. Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the second call for Class 6 wool type yearling ewe born between September 1st, 2018 and August 31st, 2019. Again, this is the second call for Class 6 wool type yearling ewe born between September 1st, 2018 and August 31st, 2019.
This is a ewe lamb class. We've got the 4 really nice ewe lambs. We've got different ages, but we're going to start the class with the oldest ewe lamb in the class, but she is by far the most upstanding, correct, complete female in the class. We go into second place, a little bit younger female, has a few gray spots in her, but boy, you still have to admire and appreciate that structural correctness, that straightness, as well as our third place Suffolk lamb here. And we get into our merino ewe lamb that's just a really good merino ewe lamb. As we evaluate these animals, the fleece on this merino, we did share with the young lady that we would like to make it a little bit more uniform in its character throughout, but that is a very good merino ewe lamb for being born in March of this year. Let's give all these participants a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. We need the 2 wool type aged ewe born prior to September 1st, 2018 in the ring right now. Again, we need the 2 wool type aged ewe born prior to September 1st, 2018 sheep in the ring right now.
second, and it's on the fleece, because the fleece on these merinos is so important, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. I'm glad you guys brought these out so I can judge them. I don't get a chance to do merinos very often, and I enjoy it. Okay? So you just go ahead and move yours right up there first and stay right here.
In this class, we've got two ewes. We brought the merino breed is the judging criteria for them is so strong towards the fleece. So I spend most of my time just evaluating the fleece on these two animals. And for me, the young lady's animal has the most uniform fleece in this class, so she'll be first in this particular class. They're both really nice ewes, or big ewes for merinos, in my opinion. My great-grandparents and grandparents raised merinos over 100 years ago. I actually shared with the young lady in their showmanship class that my great-grandparents showed merinos at the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis, Missouri. That was before trucks and trailers. They rode on a train car with their sheep to St. Louis to show. So that's your history lesson of the day. But let's give both these participants a big round of applause. Thank you. This is a flock class that we're participating in now in our wool breeds. We brought out a ewe lamb. This is a March ewe lamb that we'd shown earlier in the show. Really nice pair. This young lady's brought just a super pair of merinos out to exhibit at the county fair this year. Glad she's had the opportunity to show her animals and participate and win a ribbon. Let's give her another big round of applause. Thank you.
We're going to do the champion drive now. Okay. We're doing champion drive next. Yeah.
Can we please have all the first and second place winners from the breeding classes back to the show arena? Again, can we please have all the first and second place winners from the breeding classes to the show arena? Congratulations to the winner of Class 7 Wool Type Aged Ewe. In second place, Dylan Marvin, and in first place, Alyssa Marvin. Also, congratulations to the winner of Class 8 Wool Type Junior Sheep Flock, Alyssa Marvin. Congratulations.
Champion Reserve, right?
Oh, what a nice shoe show that you had here at your 2020 Fulton County Fair. Just tremendous quality from our wool breeds, our merinos represented here, all the way through our crossbreds and these muscular meat sheep. What we're looking for, in my opinion, is what is the best for best sheep. So a good sheep is well balanced. It's very correct off its feet and legs. If it's a meat sheep, it's very muscular. If it's a wool sheep, it has superior wool qualities. It's very consistent and uniform in its wool qualities. It has good breed character if it's a purebred, as our merinos are today. But as we look through all that criteria for these animals, and we look down through the line, the feet and legs, the correctness from the ground up, the balance, the levelness, the thickness, the muscling. For me, the two that are going to be your champion and reserve today come out of the ewe lamb class up here at the end. The blue lamb will be champion. Second in that class will be reserve grand champion. Let's give them all a great big round of applause. Thank you.
Where's the other one of these? Is there another one out here?
Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the first call for Class 1 market born and raised lamb weighing 104 pounds to 117 pounds. Again, this is the first call for Class 1 Born and raised Market Lamb, weighing 104 pounds to 117 pounds.
This year it's just a.
Congratulations to the Grand and Reserve Champion U. In Reserve, Brett Coopshaw, and Grand Champion Carter Zachrich. Congratulations. Correction, we are going to be having a 10-minute break before the first call of the next class. Again, we're going to be having a 10-minute break before the first call of the next class.
What'd you say? Wait. You didn't find one?
There's here. Look at this. If this is what you want. That or there's more pages. Ooh, there goes my pen. Nope, you're fine. He's going to look for a fresh copy. I know that.
mine because they don't have the right times on them. So she doesn't want to look at mine because they're too old. Is what she told me.
Never get done again.
He got up.
You need water?
Yeah, I think we'll do this breathe.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Do you want me to run back and get some more water, so just in case? Okay. I'm gonna run to my Sorry.
We were told that we had to show this whole It's a great one organization. I'm sorry that you're not going to work with her issues against her. As we were told, that's the way we need to register, and then they just call it because they walk out and shoot. I tell you, I'm not going to do this. You know what? I just wish it wasn't my kids.
First and second call? Do you want to announce that? I don't feel comfortable. We're announcing. Hold up. Yeah. No, we're starting at Born and Raised. Whatever that is. Is it right there? Yep. First and second call.
Attention in the barns, attention in the barns. This is the first and second call for Born and Raised lambs from 104 pounds to 117 pounds. Again, this is the first and second call for Born and Raised lambs from 104 pounds to 117 pounds.
Let's try this again. It's fine. Same thing. It's fine. It really is. You didn't have to pick it up. I just don't know where it is. Can you tell me what time that call was? Okay, thank you. Right there. Thank you.
How many in this class? Sure, both. This is it. This is the third call or just
Do you want to wipe? Yes. Thank you for the reminder.
sideways.
I need 2 sets of generic ribbon. Jesse, can you get 2 sets of generic ribbon?
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is our first class for our Born and Raised. We just have 2 entries. Got a young lady here with a ewe lamb that I'm putting in first. Just tremendous thickness and muscling, very correct. Travels out really well. Appreciate her balance and length. And the young lady in second, a real nice project animal for this young lady. Just doesn't have quite the thickness to move up any higher in the class today. Let's give them both a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention in the barns, attention in the barns. This is the first call for Born and Raised market lambs weighing from 125 pounds to 126 pounds. Again, this is the first call for Born and Raised market lambs weighing from 125 pounds to 126 pounds.
Good evening, my name is Kayla Miller. I'm the 4-H Extension Educator here in Fulton County, and I am here to announce the results of the Sheep Skillathon. If you hear your name called as a winner of the Sheep Skillathon, we do have rosettes here available for you at the podium, so please come pick them up at your convenience. In the junior division for Sheep Skillathon, the 4th place winner was Dylan Marvin. The 3rd place winner is Alyssa Marvin. In 2nd place, Lainey Zintek. And the 1st place winner of the junior division of Sheep Skillathon is Ava Sikora. Let's give them all a round of applause. We do have the top 3 places earn cash awards. Thank you to our sponsor, PNC Bank, for supporting those youth with their cash awards.
In the senior division for the Sheep Skillathon, in 5th place, Allison Herr. In 4th place, Carter Zachrich. In 3rd place, Hannah Kovar. In 2nd, Nevaeh Powers. And in 1st place, winning the $50 cash award, is Cassidy Zintek. Congratulations to all. Your awards are here at the podium. Thank you.
Attention the barn, attention the barn. This is the second call for Class 2, born and raised market lamb weighing 125 pounds to 126 pounds. Again, this is the second call for born and raised market lamb weighing 125 pounds to 126 pounds.
As loud as you can read the weights, keep on for sure. Just keep doing a good job. Trying to get up as loud as you can.
Attention the barn, attention the barn. This is the first call for Class 3, born and raised market lamb weighing 136 pounds to 138 pounds. Again, this is the first call.
Just say it's the first, second, and third call.
Correction. It is the first, second, and third call for born and raised market lamb weighing 136 pounds to 138 pounds. Again, it is the first, second, and third call for born and raised market lamb weighing 136 pounds to 138 pounds.
We just have one entry in this born and raised class. The young lady brings out a tremendous ewe lamb, a very correct, very muscular, a really good meat type project for this young lady to participate with. Let's give her a big round of applause. Thank you.
Good job, Dave. Sorry.
You can make the first and second call for the next class right now.
Attention the barn, attention the barn. This is the first call for Class 4, born and raised market lamb weighing 144 pounds to 148 pounds. Again, this is the first call for born and raised market lamb weighing 144 pounds to 148 pounds.
Is somebody passing out ribbons?
You had to run back and get more. We were running out.
Fantastic.
Congratulations to the winner from the second class of born and raised market lamb weighing 125 pounds to 126 pounds. In first place, Madison Miller. Congratulations. Attention the barn, attention the barn. This is the second call for Class 4, born and raised market lamb weighing 144 pounds to 148 pounds. Again, this is the second call for born and raised market lamb weighing 144 pounds to 148 pounds.
Another real nice class. We're going to start the class with a really powerful lamb. I really appreciate his overall thickness and mass and muscle. The condition is ideal for him, for this particular lamb. I really appreciate the thickness down through from the top all the way through that leg. We get our second place lamb, another one's got a tremendous hind leg in him, carrying more condition over his ribs and what is ideal to move him up any higher in this particular class. We really appreciate the length of body, the heaviness of muscling in that rear leg. Third place lamb, a little shorter lamb, not quite as well balanced as our top two, but a really good lamb in its own right. Let's give them all three a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the third and final call for Class 4, born and raised market lamb weighing 144 pounds to 148 pounds. Again, this is the third and final call for born and raised market lamb weighing 144 pounds to 148 pounds. Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the first call for born and raised market lamb weighing 157 pounds to 164 pounds. Again, this is the first call for born and raised market lamb weighing 157 pounds to 164 pounds. Congratulations to the winners of Class 3, born and raised market lamb weighing 136 pounds to 138 pounds. In third place, Scarlett Brame. In second place, McGuire Wilson. And in first place, Kaylin Kinsman. Congratulations.
These classes are all going to be small, so your calls can be like, just so you know.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is a second call for born and raised market lamb weighing 157 pounds to 164 pounds. Again, this is a second call for born and raised market lamb weighing 157 pounds to 164 pounds.
Another real nice class. We're going to start with the young man's weather. Just tremendous strength of top. I really like how we start out of the front end. All four of these lambs are really good off their feet and legs. Really good square, wide-based lambs. But this lamb that I put in first, I really admire his shoulder, how smooth he is. He's got good thickness in that shoulder, but really smooth transition from that shoulder into that rack. You get over that rack muscle, and the rack's got tremendous thickness and width. Really good condition on this lamb. Really square over that loin, over that hip, square from the hooks back to the pins. Really deep and thick in that leg. Young lady in second. Not as near as smooth a transition from that shoulder. He's a little more open in the top of that shoulder, but tremendous thickness again in this lamb. Tremendous leg, really wide and deep in his loin. We get into our third and fourth place lambs. They don't have quite the power that these top two did, but they were still really good meat market lambs for the show today. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention the barn, attention the barn. This is the third and final call for born and raised market lamb weighing 157 pounds to 164 pounds. Can we please have all the first and second place winners of the Born and Raised Market Lamb class to report to the sale arena for the final drive?
This heavy class, we're going to start with the more massive individual. I really appreciate him for his thickness and mass. He is carrying extra condition, does have a lot of substance to this animal. The animal in second, not quite as thick over that top as our class winner, but a really good meat animal in its own right. Let's give both these participants a big round of applause. Thank you.
Can we please have all the first and second place winners of their Born and Raised Market Lamb class back to the sale arena for the final drive, please? Congratulations to the winners of Class 4 Born and Raised Market Lamb class. In fourth place, Olivia Miller. In third place, Hannah Kovar. In second place, Kaylee Sager. And in first place, Carter Zachrich. Congratulations. Also, congratulations to the winners of Class 5 Born and Raised Market Lamb class. In second place, Abigail Gleckler. And in first place, Brooklyn Gleckler. Congratulations.
She was by herself, remember?
To everyone who has completed their Market Lamb project, the loading truck is in front of the beef breeding area. Take your lambs there to get loaded. Thank you for attending the Fulton County Junior Fair. We are happy that you can celebrate the Junior Fair exhibitors who have worked hard to achieve completion to their 4-H and FFA projects. All persons on the Fulton County Fairgrounds are required to have a wristband. All persons are required to wear a cloth face covering that covers the chin and nose while on the fairgrounds, specifically if in a barn, bathroom, office, or arena. Hand sanitizer should be applied regularly, or hands should be washed frequently. Hand sanitizing stations are located throughout the fairgrounds. All show arenas are sanitized daily. We ask you to observe proper social distancing of 6 feet or more between different groups. Groups cannot be more than 10 people. Please refrain from shaking hands, giving hugs, or other forms of physical contact. Consider giving a nod or friendly wave to people you know, judges, fellow junior fair exhibitors, and other non-family members. Seating inside the Spangler and Sale arenas is at 50% capacity. Every other bench will be marked, signed, or taped off for no seating. With limited seating, please allow priority seating for attendees with junior fair youth currently exhibiting in the ring. Additionally, please leave your seat as soon as possible after your exhibitor is done showing. We want you to have a positive, healthy experience at the Fulton County Junior Fair. Thank you.
Well, I must commend the breeders in Fulton County for such a tremendous set of market lambs born and raised right here in the county. We got a tremendous lineup out here in our final drive. Each and every one of these exhibitors should be very proud of the animals and their placings out here. In my opinion, really admire the overall mass and muscling and thickness that we have represented in our meat animals. Once these animals are harvested, I'm confident that there'd be tremendous product available for the consumer as we get ready to name our grand champion, reserve grand champion, born and raised. Again, I want to remind everybody what we're looking for. We're looking at meat animals. We're looking for animals that have a tremendous amount of natural thickness. I'm looking for an animal that is wide-based, but yet is trim. An animal that is going to yield a tremendous carcass. As we have the opportunity, I take the opportunity every year, or try to every year, to evaluate animals on the rail, and it helps keep my skills fresher as far as being able to relate to what I handle, to what they look like once they're processed. And so I think we've got some tremendous lambs out here in this final drive. For me, I'm going to go out and congratulate your champion, and then we'll bring the second place individual out of that class up for consideration for reserve champion, and then we will name our reserve champion. So again, folks, thank you for allowing me the opportunity to judge your born and raised show. And good luck to each and every one of you exhibitors, and I'll go out at this time and name your grand champion, born and raised.
Attention the barn, attention the barn. This is the first call for market lamb weighing 81 pounds to 97 pounds. Again, this is the first call for market lamb weighing 81 pounds to 97 pounds.
The goat ambassador. Good. I judge goats.
What kind?
I judge meat goats primarily. How about you?
I show more, yeah.
Do you? Okay. Jim Wilson judged yesterday.
As you know, Jim Wilson, he was the judge yesterday.
Attention the barn, attention the barn. This is the second call for Market Lamb weighing 81 pounds to 97 pounds. Again, this is the second call for Market Lamb weighing 81 pounds to 97 pounds.
Judges a lot of shows. I thought he said he was going to be up here yesterday and judge your show, but maybe not. How many in this class? How many in this class? Four.
Attention the barns, attention the barns. This is the third and final call for Market Lamb weighing 81 pounds to 97 pounds. Again, this is the third and final call for Market Lamb weighing 81 pounds to 97 pounds. Attention the barn, attention the barn. This is the first call for Class 2 Market Lamb weighing 100 pounds to 112 pounds. Again, this is the first call for Class 2 Market Lamb weighing 100 pounds to 112 pounds. Congratulations to the Grand and Reserve Market Born and Raised Lamb Champions. For Reserve, Kaylee Sager, and for Grand, Carter Zachrich. Congratulations. Thank you to Beck Show Lambs for sponsoring both our Grand and Reserve Born and Raised Market Lamb trophies. Thank you Josh Bentley and Herring Farms to the Reserve plaque and the Beck Family Show Lambs for the Grand plaque.
This first class of lightweights, we've got four real nice lambs out here. But we're going to start the class with a lamb that I think is really fresh in its muscling, really youthful in its appearance, just really tremendous thickness down its top, just a lighter weight individual. Got a ewe lamb in second. It's really gimpy on that right rear foot, but we can't take that away from what's above it. So she does have good thickness down that top, really smooth in her overall makeup. The third and fourth place lambs a little bit narrower in their design, lighter in their muscle, just need more days on feed to see if they could move up any higher. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention the barn, attention the barn. This is the second call for Class 2 Market Lamb weighing 100 pounds to 112 pounds. Again, this is the second call for Class 2 Market Lamb weighing 100 pounds to 112 pounds. Attention the barn, attention the barn. This is the third and final call for Market Lamb weighing 100 pounds to 112 pounds. Attention the barn, attention the barn. This is the first call for Class 3 Market Lamb weighing 124 pounds to 134 pounds. Again, this is the first call for Market Lamb weighing 124 pounds to 134 pounds. Congratulations to the winners of Class 1 Market Lamb weighing 81 pounds to 97 pounds. In fourth place, Brooklyn Miller. In third place, Erica Kagala. In second place, Macy Valentine. And in first place, Clarissa Smith. Congratulations. Attention the barns, attention the barn. This is the second call for Class 3 Market Lamb weighing 124 pounds to 134 pounds. Again, this is the second call for Class 3 Market Lamb weighing 124 pounds to 134 pounds.
Another real nice class of lighter weight lambs. We're going to start the class with what I consider to be the most complete lamb in this class as far as muscling, condition, and overall balance and style. The young man in second, another thicker made lamb, not as smooth out of its shoulders for me, so that affects its balance, in my opinion. But I really appreciate the hind third in the loin and the leg of that lamb. We get a little bit lighter muscled in our third place lamb, but very fresh handling, very fresh appearing. He's a handful for this young lady to show, but she's done an excellent job in hanging on and showing this lamb for me today. We get into our fourth place lamb, a lamb that's a little bit shorter in its makeup, not quite as overall impressive in its muscularity down its top as our top three, but we still appreciate it for what its value has for the meat industry. A little bit narrower made individual here in fifth and sixth. They're just not as heavily muscled down the top as our lambs on up higher in the line. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention the barn, attention the barn. This is the third and final call for Class 3 market lamb weighing 124 pounds to 134 pounds. Again, this is the third and final call for market lamb weighing 124 pounds to 134 pounds. Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the first call for Class 4 market lamb weighing 138 pounds to 142 pounds. Again, this is the first call for Class 4 market lamb weighing 138 pounds to 142 pounds. Congratulations to the winners of the Class 2 market lamb weighing 100 pounds to 112 pounds. In 5th place, Brooks and Tobin. In 4th place, Harley Van de Sandy. In 3rd place, Kirsten Gleckler. In 2nd place, Maxwell Valentine. And in 1st place, Eva Zakora. Congratulations. Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the second call for Class 4 market lamb weighing 138 pounds to 142 pounds. Again, this is the second call for market lamb weighing 138 pounds to 142 pounds.
Another real nice class, easy winner for me to start this class with. Young lady brings out an extremely well-balanced individual. Really appreciate that thickness throughout. We start over that rack, and really if you want to start, we'll even go up a little further from that neck into that shoulder, really smooth, lays in nicely, then it really explodes from that right behind that shoulder into that rack, really level and flat in that loin, long and level and wide in that hip and down into a tremendous leg. Young man in second, another really muscular animal, not quite as smooth down the top, not quite as nicely balanced as our class winner, but you have to appreciate the overall volume of muscle in this lamb in second. Young lady's lamb in third, most attractive lamb in the class as far as really eye appeal and stands out. Doesn't have quite the natural thickness and muscling over the rack as the top two lambs, but tremendous thickness and muscling in the hind third of this lamb. We get into a shorter made package in fourth, carrying additional condition on this lamb, but a really nice lamb in its own right. Young man with the big blue lamb in fifth, just not quite as far along as these others as far as the overall muscle development. Then we've got a really big strapping, a fresh appearing lamb here in sixth. Got good muscling in him, just needs more days on feed. And another real high quality market lamb here to round out the class. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the third and final call for Class 4 market lamb weighing 138 pounds to 142 pounds. Also, this is the first call for market lamb Class 5 weighing 144 pounds to 146 pounds. Again, this is the first call for Class 5 market lamb weighing 144 pounds to 146 pounds. Congratulations to the winners of Class 3 market lamb weighing 124 pounds to 134 pounds. In 5th place, Landon Gleckler. In 4th place, Demi Stores. In 3rd place, Kaylee Sager. In 2nd place, McGuire Wilson. And in 1st place, Hannah Kovar. Congratulations. Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the second call for Class 5 market lamb weighing 144 pounds to 146 pounds. Again, this is the second call for Class 5 market lamb weighing 144 pounds to 146 pounds.
Now it's exciting when the lambs come out to each class and they just keep getting better and better. And it's always exciting when you have good lambs to start the class with and you've got something to start the class with. We got a real nice one to start the class with here today. Tremendous thickness, natural muscling throughout. We really admire the length of body that he still holds his top together. Tremendous amount of product in this animal first. Young lady in second, another really powerful lamb. Like to lengthen him out just a little bit to get him up as high as our first place, but really good thickness down his top and down through that leg. The young lady here in third, a little shorter hip ram or lamb, a lamb that I look at him, I look at the top two as we work down that top, very similar in that rack and loin into that hip. This one's hip is a little narrower. When we get back to the pin bones, that's clear back at the back end. Felt like the top two were a little bit squarer, thicker, which give them a little bit more volume and muscling in that rear leg. When we get into our next couple lambs, and they change on me a little bit. They're not quite as powerful as that top three. Good lambs, got a lot of product in them, got a lot of conditioning on them. As we work on down the line here, we're starting to get some heavier lambs and having some condition that I think will end up being waste. But we got a real nice set of lambs here. Let's give all these participants a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the third and final call for Class 5 market lamb weighing 144 pounds to 146 pounds. Again, this is the third and final call for Class 5 market lamb weighing 144 pounds to 146 pounds. Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the first call for Class 6 market lamb weighing 151 pounds to 159 pounds. Again, this is the first call for Class 6 market lamb weighing 151 pounds to 159 pounds. Congratulations to the winners of the Class 4 market lamb weighing 138 pounds to 142 pounds. In 5th place, Amy Jo Hitt. In 4th place, Scarlett Brain. In 3rd place, Allison Herr. In 2nd place, Janae Kinsman. And in 1st place, Cassidy Zintek. Congratulations. Attention to the barn, attention to the barn. This is the second call for Class 6 market lamb weighing 151 pounds to 159 pounds.
Another nice class of lambs. Really love this weather that we get in this first place hole in this particular class. Tremendous thickness and smoothness. Really like the style about this weather. Really straight up-hitted, but yet you get over those shoulders. They tie in really nice, and right behind them it just explodes, pops with muscle. Get back into that loin, big, wide, and level hip, deepest leg by far in the class. Just really excels in this particular class. We get the young ladies lamb in second, another really nice lamb. Doesn't have near the explosion of muscling down that leg as our class winner, but still a good top lamb and good meaty characteristics about him. Lamb in third is one that is carrying more condition than what we really ideally like. But boy, he's smooth. He's got a lot of muscle in him. I think once he's harvested, you're still going to have a high percentage of usable cuts in him. Great big lamb here in next. Really fresh appearing. He's got good thickness and muscling in him. He really, to finish out, he needs to even be bigger yet. He needs to continue to grow. But I really appreciate the style and the balance and thickness throughout on this great big lamb. We end up the class with another really good muscular lamb for a meat show and a 4-H project for these young people. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Thank you.
Attention in the barn, attention in the barn. This is the third and final call for Class 6 market lamb weighing 151 pounds to 159 pounds. Can we please have all of the first and second place winners of their market lamb class to the show arena, please? Again, can we please have all the first and second place winners of the market lamb class to the sale arena, please?
Okay, side view right where you're at, right?
No, she's not. That's the only one they need. Eva Sakura.
She's the only one we're missing.
Okay.
First place, second class.
So just say Eva Sakura.
Just say your name.
Can we please have Eva Sakura to the show arena, please? Congratulations to the winners of the Class 5 Market Lamb class. In 5th place, Sadie House. In 4th place, Emma Baculet. In 3rd place, Morgan Shazda. In 2nd place, Kelsey Stores. And in 1st place, Carter Zacharich. Congratulations.
Right.
Guys, you line them up. That's what they're going to be.
Just have 3 in this class. We're going to start with the young man's lamb. By far the heaviest muscled in the class. Just tremendous thickness over the rack into that loin. And just for a point of reference, just to show you guys what I'm looking at. When I look at these lambs, I ideally like these shoulders to lay in nice and smooth, but yet have thickness in them. And then right behind the shoulder, I want it to be full of muscle down both sides of the spine. This is the rack area. So you've got the ribs running down here, you've got the rack muscle, so you've got that crown roast, you've got the rib chops, whatever you want to cut out of that, but you want that muscle down both sides of that spine in that rack, and this guy's got it. Then we get into that loin. We go back, we've got the ribs. This is the last rib on this guy right here. So from that rib to this point right here is the hip bone. That's your loin. So you got that big loin muscle on both sides of this spine. Yeah, this guy's got a little bit of extra cover on him, okay? But there's a lot of sheep here. We get behind that loin area that we've got right here from the rib to the hip bone. Then we got the hips from the hip bone back to the pin bone. There's a pin, bone right here. That's how that leg functions. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for levelness, flatness, width from the hip to hip, from pin to pin. Just think about it. It all equates. You got really wide, really long, then it goes down really deep. You've got the most volume of muscle, okay? This guy, he moves to the top of these three. He's just got the overall most muscle in him. Yeah, he's carrying a little bit more condition than what is ideal for me, but that's a personal opinion. And we get into the young lady's lamb in a second. Another really powerful lamb. Doesn't have quite the expressiveness of muscle down that top over that rack or into the leg as our class winner, but he's a good one. He's a real good lamb. And the young lady in third, I've been to county fairs where that lamb would win. So we got a really good competition here, really strong class. Let's give all these participants a great big round of applause. Thank you.
While our judge is making his final decision here for the Grand Reserve Champion Market Lambs, I have the distinct honor of awarding the Outstanding Market Exhibitor Award. This is a $1,000 award that will go to one sheep exhibitor. You can't win the award back-to-back years, but the way the competition works is we combine the class placing in the age division of Skillathon, Showmanship, and Market class. And whoever did best in their class, their age division for Skillathon, Showmanship, and Market class wins $1,000. So, I have the paperwork right here for that award. Yeah, would you like to drum roll, please? The Sheep OMB Award goes to Ava Sikora. I'll hand you your envelope in a minute.
Congratulations to the winners of the Class 6 Market Lamb weighing 151 pounds to 159 pounds. In third place, Lainey Zintek. In second place, Lauren Hall. And in first place, Nathan Hall. Congratulations.
For a Grand Reserve Pet Family Show. Parent Farms Ltd. on rubber feeds. And then Beck Family Showman.
more classes you got? This is the last one. Nice spot out, Coach.
This has been a lot of fun, folks. Thank you so much for allowing me to come up and evaluate your show today, work with your young people. Always consider it an honor and a privilege whenever I'm invited and asked to come and work a show. I've had the opportunity to do it for a number of years now, probably longer than what a lot of the parents of you kids have been around. In fact, I was talking to one gentleman earlier, said I remember I judged up here 30 years ago, and he said, well, I was probably showing up here then. Of course, he's got gray hair and his beard, and I think what did he say, he's 7'2". Yeah, I've had the opportunity, just a good fortune to be able to do this because I enjoy doing it. When I quit enjoying it, quit being able to love working with you young guys, you won't see me anymore. And then there's probably some other people who want to take me out back and won't see me anymore either. So. But I really do just thrilled that the fair has been able to hold a show for all of you young people. I want to take a special note for all the fair organizers, fair board members, department superintendents, extension, 4-H leaders, moms, dads, grandpas, grandmas. I know everybody that wanted to be here can't be here, but I'm glad the ones that are here, it's very important that you're here supporting these young people. So that's it. We come down to champion and reserve overall. It's going to be out of that line over there, just so you know. That's the kind of lambs I like. Guys, I want a lamb that's wide-based. I want a lamb that's got tremendous thickness down his top. I like a lamb that really lays in good from his shoulders back, but then behind his shoulders, I want him to explode. I want him to have a lot of muscle over that rack. Really, when you put your hands on him, I want to handle that wide loin, that deep loin. I love to see that loin transition smoothly into that hip. I like to see a big, long, wide, level hip. And everybody in the sheep business should love a big lip. So as you look down this line, down the first place line, down the second place line, I hope you see those similarities within those lines. One thing that you can't determine, that I can determine when I'm handling them, is condition. Yes, we had some lambs that really looked nice and smooth, but to me they were probably over-conditioned for their size, and that's why they were placed down in their class, in my opinion. And it's just my opinion. So with that, I'm going to go out and name your grand champion. Again, thank you for allowing me to come and judge your show. And everybody be careful and just give all these fair officials, ring help, people up here making the announcements. Let's give all you guys a big round of applause. Thank you.
They're not doing it? Was born and raised in here? No. Because I was there and Parker was.
Nope, Carter got first. Didn't he? Or are they walking?
They're walking. Are they not doing? Are they not? Mom. Why are born and raised out in there? Hey, why are they not?
Congratulations to the Grand and Reserve Market Lamb champions. For Reserve, we have Cassidy Zintek, and for Grand, Carter Zacharich. Congratulations.